What up, Screen Fiends? I'm GB, and you're tuned in to Screenheads TV, where we like to discuss all the wonderful things appearing on your movie and your TV screens. In this episode, I'm going to give my review of The Leftovers series finale, that's Season 3, Episode 8, titled The Book of Nora. Alright, so the series finale, series, not season, it's done. No more leftovers, okay? If you don't know, I'll just give you a brief history. The Leftovers was based on a book, and the whole first season basically covered the book. And then they went to season 2, which was all new, fresh material. I believe the author was involved, though. And they got canceled in the midst of season 2. But of course, they already had season 2 films, so they put that out. And then I don't know if it was good relationship on behalf of HBO and the showrunners, or if HBO just liked the show and wanted to let them close it out. They gave them one more season to say, okay, you can wrap it all up in this final season, but then you're getting no more. So we're getting no more Leftovers, just in case you were not aware of that. Now, I liked the episode. It took some reflection to like it more and more. I never expected any real closure. I never expected any real answers to the bigger mysteries. And I'll tell you the truth, we got more answers, or should I quote them, answers, than I thought we were going to get. I didn't think we were going to get any type of insight into anything. But whether or not you believe Nora's story at the end is whether or not you believe you got answers or not. And it's left to interpretation, and I like that. All right. So I like the episode overall for what the series is. Was this series ever the most exciting TV? No. This series I would equate with a lot of movies that are in the running for Oscars, where it was about character, it was about performance, it was about writing, it was about directing. It wasn't about action or excitement or this really, really head trippy plot. This is really a showcase for all of those things that I just mentioned. But not only that, it is a profound story, and it's a lot simpler than you think, than I thought. I just realized it in the afterthought of this episode that this whole series, all 3 seasons, was really about the relationship between Kevin and Nora. It was a love story all along. They really are our main characters, even though we do focus on other characters throughout the series, which, if you look at it one way, was a waste of time. If you look at it another way, it was just a way to build this world that Kevin and Nora could be attached to. And, it struck a few chords on me at the end, because what I realized was this was about 2 very broken people, okay? Living in a broken world, in a broken situation, and both of them got through it by lying to themselves. Nora thought that somehow she could be with her kids in the afterlife, whilst Kevin basically, went crazy in trying to make sense of it all. And what we get in the very, very end is the bravest woman in the world, Nora, who's meant to be with the most powerful man in the world, Kevin. Now, what makes Nora the most bravest woman in the world? Look at her story throughout the seasons that we've seen. Forget about the past things we hear of her through Matt or whatever. And let's just think about what we've seen her do and what we've seen her go through. Getting shot in the chest. Having the bravery to go into those places and hug that dude, thinking it was going to help her with her pain. That takes bravery. Most people won't do that because they don't want to be proven wrong. So most people won't take a leap of faith because they don't want to be proven wrong. They're scared of being proven wrong, but Nora was never scared of that. She went out on a limb and did it all the way to the end when she got in that machine. Whether you believe her story at the end or not, that's something totally different. Okay? Whether or not it worked, that's not the point. The point is that Nora was brave enough to take a chance and possibly risk her life. She didn't know what was going to happen. to get transported to see her kids. So that's really a beautiful story for Nora, right? The bravest woman in the world. Now, Kevin, why is he the most powerful man in the world? Well, not only does it start from the beginning in Mapleton, where he was the chief of police, so he was like one of the most powerful men in Mapleton, and then he goes to Jordan, and he becomes pretty important there too, and then realizes that he can die and come back, which makes him even more important. So if you look at what they're going at the whole season, is Kevin is this Jesus character, and that's what makes him powerful, in the sense that he can go to a world that we can't go to and then return on his own. And that, that makes him extremely powerful, and the way that it goes throughout the seasons, the arc, if you look at it, you have season 1 where it's about these people trying to deal with this problem, the departure, and they meet each other. By the end of season 1, Nora and Kevin find solace in each other. By the end of season 1, they basically save each other. Nora was on a quest to find death, basically, and Kevin was going absolutely insane. So the two of them finding each other grounded them both, so that they could continue their journey, because both of them weren't going to, they were both going to make the wrong decisions and end up dead or in jail or in a mental hospital or whatever. So them finding each other is what started them on their road to recovery. The two of them, both broken people. All right? And then we have season 2 where, they're living together as a happy family, almost. But those dark things are still in them both, in Kevin and in Nora. And instead of coming together and dealing with them together as loved ones, they decide to basically split. But then, by the start of season 3, they come back together. But the way season 2 ends is they basically split. So they're going back down those dark roads that both of them are on. And we see that when season 3 starts, Kevin is suffocating himself on a daily basis. I guess to feel alive again. I don't really know what his purpose of that was, And, Nora, it was internalizing all of her pain with giving up Lily and, still dealing with the loss of her kids. So, season 3 starts and it's as if seasons 1 and 2 didn't happen again, but not in a bad way. All because of the choices that these two torn lovers made, right? They made the choice to split, as opposed to try and stick together and work things out together. And then we have season 3 where it's basically turmoil for both of them the whole episode. Nora and Kevin both are miserable for the entire season 3. The only time we see them truly happy is at the very end of this episode. Well, Kevin, we see him happy throughout the episode, but that's only because he finally found Nora. So you got to look at it. For 30 years, Kevin was looking for Nora, and he finally found her. So Kevin was happy just in finding her, his love, who he's thought of and searched for decades. Like, if you miss that, they didn't really spell it out, but if you miss that, you miss something really special between the two characters. And the fact that Nora when she left, she was scared of Kevin because Kevin was going crazy. So when Kevin shows back up, talking this nonsense like he doesn't remember anything, of course Nora is scared immediately because she's thinking that Kevin is crazy again. So then we spend this episode with Nora basically trying to come to terms with whether or not she can believe Kevin or trust Kevin, or whether or not any of this is real. Like, Nora is in this sense where I feel like Nora is wondering if she's going crazy this episode. But every step she goes, it's proving to her a little bit more and more that she's not crazy, and this is Kevin. But then, she stops at nothing to suss out the fact that he's lying to her, right? And this brings me to the close of this review. and the close of the episode when Nora tells Kevin what happened to her. Now, if you don't believe her, it's still beautiful. Let me go over the if you believe her. This means that there's an alternate universe. Maybe the universe split at the moment of the departure. Who knows? Parallel universes are actually a thing. They're not proven to be real, but there are a large portion of the scientific community that believes in this type of thing. Parallel universes, alternate dimensions, all of that stuff. I know it sounds crazy, and I don't know if I believe it. I believe that if scientists think it's possible, then maybe it is. But I don't know what to believe on that point of it, right? But I'm the type of person that believes Nora. Not everyone is going to believe her. A lot of people are going to think she's a liar, especially because of her track record as a liar, as a deceiver. But I personally believe her. Nora says numerous times that I'm not a liar. And we've seen her tell some lies and stuff here and there, but it was always to accomplish or achieve something. And I feel like this season, when she was saying that she wasn't a liar, there was never anything she was really trying to achieve other than to get someone to understand that she's not a liar. So that could be motivation in itself, but I'm the type of person that, even though I'm not a person of faith, where I'm not a huge religious person, and a lot of things that people say are out there, I may not believe in because I've never seen it with my own eyes. Like, I'm kind of that guy. I need a little evidence. But when it comes to certain people, right, I tend to be trusting. Sometimes to my fault, sometimes not. And I trust that Nora really went through that. I know this is fiction, all right, guys? But I trust that Nora really went through the machine and went to an alternate dimension where she basically saw that it was our world, but instead of only 2% departing, 98% of their world departed. So they lost more than us, right? So she sees her family with a new wife, a new mother, different woman, and they're all happy. She's realizing that they were worse off than she was in what happened with the world. And now they're happy, and that's how they're meant to be. And she can be happy too, because she's not meant for this world. So she then goes on a journey, not to find her kids. That was the journey she just went on. But now a journey to get back home where she belongs. Did she have it in mind to get back with Kevin? Probably not, because of the way that they left off. But she knew she wasn't right for that world, so she needed to move on and get back to the world that she was meant for. And I just think that's like a profound thing. I don't know if I could do that. If my kids got suddenly disappeared from me and then I went to looking for them and I finally found them, could you? Could I just turn around and walk away? I don't know that I could do that. And once again, she's the bravest woman in the world. I love Carrie Coons. You guys know that if you watch my Fargo stuff or my Leftovers stuff. She did such a fantastic job in this episode, as did Justin Theroux. I give them both the episode, the performer of the episode. This one had me choked up at the end to find out that it was really all about them, their love. They could find happiness once they accepted that happiness was the other person. Nora's happy ending was Kevin. And Kevin's happy ending was Nora. And the fact that they were without each other I'm getting choked up just talking about it. The fact that they were without each other for 30 something years, but Kevin still searched, is truly beautiful to me. But also sad that they didn't get to experience all these monumental things in life together because they were separated for so long. Yes, true, they get to live the rest of their lives together, but they're old now, and who knows? Kevin could die tomorrow. Nora could die tomorrow. But the beautiful thing about it is they would die happy. And it's just a beautiful ending to me. I felt the same way about the Lost ending. Say what you will about it. I loved it. A lot of people that didn't like it, it's because they don't understand it. Oh, they were dead the whole time. No, they weren't. No, they weren't. In the flash forward, the flash sideways of season 6, they were dead. Not the whole season. Let me not get off track and talk about Lost. But Lost was a beautiful ending too. And it choked me up. And look, this was not the best series ever in the world. It's very artsy fartsy. If you don't like artistic stuff, if you don't appreciate performance and writing and character, this show is not for you. And a lot of the people out there that are going to hate on The Leftovers or on the finale, it's because they're people that expect more than performance or character. These are people that don't see Oscar movies for the most part, because of the fact that, you know, they're not the most exciting movies. I can agree with that, but I'm an artsy fartsy kind of guy. I can appreciate emotion, I can appreciate character development, and I can appreciate the behind the scenes performance, cinematography, directing, music. This show nailed all of those things. So if you're into artsy fartsy stuff, you'll love it. You like artistic movies, or you just like the arts, period? All different kinds of music, all different kinds of art, painting, sculpture, then you'll probably like this. But if you can't appreciate the beauty in life and the beauty in art, you'll never, ever appreciate any of this show. Because I always knew it was artistic. I always knew we weren't going to get big answers or real answers or anything. I was worried we weren't going to get character closure or closure to the story, but we did. And, you know, honestly, I don't think they could have ended this type of show in a better way. But like I said, if this show wasn't for you, it's okay. Not everybody's into this type of thing. But I liked it, you know, and did I think it could have been better? Yeah. Did I think they could have made it more interesting to last longer and still had the same emotional impact? Absolutely. This show by no means is a 5 out of 5 for me because they could have done a better job. Overall, as a whole, 3 seasons, you get like a 4.2 from me. You know, you definitely get like 1.5 thumbs up there. You can't get the full 2 thumbs up because you could have done a better job with it. But it was, in the end, it was a beautiful show. All right, I'm done rambling. I know not a lot of people are going to watch this one. I don't really get tons of leftover stuff. And I know I rambled a bit in this video. I'm going to do probably a video or a couple about the whole series in general. But, you know, the episode had me choked up, and then talking about it, I'm getting choked up. And I'm usually scatterbrained anyway, so that's only making it worse. Yeah, so that's it for this one. Sound off down below. Let me know what you thought about the Leftovers series finale, or what you thought about the series as a whole. You know, likes, dislikes, whatever. Let me know what you think about my video. Oh, 2 more things I wanted to say. The song makes total sense now, right? Let the mystery be. Love that. Don't worry about the mystery. It's not about that. It's about their love. It's about their connection. Love that. And the first episode of this season was the Book of Kevin. The last episode of the season, the Book of Nora. And I got chills saying it. Once again, beautiful, beautiful finale. Beautiful show. Say what you will about me, but I enjoyed it. Like I said, sound off down below. Thank you so much for watching. Always appreciate it. You guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you next time.